सोशियोलॉजी एमसीक्यू सीरीज़ का आज 35वां लेक्चर है, जो कि अर्बन सोशियोलॉजी के बारे में है। हम वो एमसीक्यूज़ डिस्कस करेंगे जो कि बेस्ड होंगे अर्बन सोशियोलॉजी के ऊपर। तो बिना टाइम वेस्ट किए हम अपने फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन की तरफ बढ़ते हैं। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज़ नॉट वन ऑफ द फीचर्स ऑफ अर्बन कम्युनिटी? सो ए इज़ द राइट आंसर। फेस टू फेस रिलेशनशिप्स अर्बन कम्युनिटी में एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते, बल्कि दिस इज़ अ कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ रूरल कम्युनिटी। Okay, the next one. Which among the following is not a cause of growth of cities? So, hygienic outlook of people. D is the right answer. इंडस्ट्रियलिज्म से भी सिटीज़ जो हैं वो ग्रो करते हैं, डेवलप होते हैं। ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स से भी, एंड डेवलपमेंट ऑफ ट्रांसपोर्ट से भी। लेकिन हाइजीनिक आउटलुक ऑफ पीपल का कोई भी कनेक्शन नहीं है विद द ग्रोथ ऑफ सिटीज़। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, which among the following was an exclusive university town? So B is the right, not B is the right answer, Nalanda. C is the right answer. Nalanda University and Indian state बिहार में कुछ आसार हैं, आसार कदीमा, और इसको हम आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट बोलते हैं। और ये वर्ल्ड्स एंशियंट यूनिवर्सिटी कहलाती है, ओल्डेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटीज़, अमंग द ओल्डेस्ट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ इन द वर्ल्ड। और कुछ आसार कदीमा इसके जो हैं वो, ये आपको मैं फ़ोटो में भी दिखा देता हूँ। तो ये इसके बाकियात मौजूद हैं, और कहा जाता है कि ये एक यूनिवर्सिटी थी, ओल्ड यूनिवर्सिटी। ओके, हु डेवलप्ड द कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ अर्बनिज्म एज अ वे ऑफ लाइफ? सो दिस वाज अ बुक दैट वाज पब्लिश्ड इन 1938 एंड लुइस रिथ वाज द ऑथर ऑफ दिस बुक। ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, द वर्ड्स फर्स्ट सिटीज़ अपीयर्ड अबाउट। तो सबसे पहले सिटीज़ जो थे कब अपीयर होना स्टार्ट हुए, बनना स्टार्ट हुए? तो वो तकरीबन 3500 साल पहले, 3500 बिफोर क्राइस्ट, जो सिटीज़ हैं वो इमर्ज होना स्टार्ट हुए, अपीयर होना स्टार्ट हुए। जी, अगला क्वेश्चन, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिटीज़ कैन बी कॉल्ड मेगालोपोलिस? सो सी इज़ द राइट आंसर। कराची इज़ कॉल्ड मेगालोपोलिस, जो कि बहुत ही बड़ा सिटी है, एंड डिफरेंट सेंटर्स हैं उसके। ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, हु कॉइन्ड द टर्म पोस्ट इंडस्ट्रियल सोसाइटी? सो डैनियल बेल इज़ द राइट आंसर। दुर्खाइम्स कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ ऑर्गेनिक सॉलिडेरिटी इज़ फाउंड इन मॉडर्न सोसाइटी। जो आपकी ट्रेडिशनल सोसाइटी है उसमें आपकी होती है मैकेनिकल सॉलिडेरिटी, और जो आपकी मॉडर्न सोसाइटी है इसमें जो सॉलिडेरिटी उन्होंने कॉन्सेप्ट दिया था उसको हम कहते हैं ऑर्गेनिक सॉलिडेरिटी। ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, विच इज़ नॉट अ फीचर ऑफ अर्बन लाइफ? सो इनफॉर्मल टाइज। इनफॉर्मल टाइज जो हैं, दोस्तियाँ, जो इस तरह के रिश्ते होते हैं वो विलेजेस में होते हैं, गाँव में, नॉट इन द सिटीज़, नॉट इन द अर्बन एरियाज। ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, डैश रेफर्स टू नंबर ऑफ पीपल इन एन अर्बन एरिया पर स्क्वायर किलोमीटर। सो अर्बन डायनेस्टी इसको बोलते हैं कि एक स्क्वायर किलोमीटर में कितने लोग रहते हैं। ओके, नेक्स्ट वन, हु डेवलप्ड कंसेंट्रिक जोन थ्योरी? ओके, बी इज़ द राइट आंसर। वर्गीस ने हमें कंसेंट्रिक जोन थ्योरी दी थी, जिसमें एक सेंट्रल डिस्ट्रिक्ट होता है और उसके इर्द गिर्द पूरा सिटी जो है, सेंट्रल बिजनेस डिस्ट्रिक्ट के इर्द गिर्द पूरा सिटी जो है वो डेवलप होता है और एग्जिस्ट करता है। आप फोटो में भी इसको देख सकते हैं, इस थ्योरी को। जी, नेक्स्ट वन, नेम द थ्योरी डेवलप्ड बाय डी हैरिस एंड एडवर्ड इन एनालाइजिंग सिटी। सो मल्टीपल न्यूक्लाई। सो जैसे कि नाम से ही जाहिर है, मल्टीपल न्यूक्लाई मीन्स कि जिसके मुख्तलिफ सेंटर्स, मुख्तलिफ उसके सेंटर्स हो सकते हैं, सेंट्रल बिजनेस डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हो सकते हैं एक सिटी के। सो इसमें ये बताया गया, और उसके गिर्द जो है वो सिटी डेवलप हो सकता है मुख्तलिफ डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स के गिर्द। ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन, डैश रेफर्स टू डेविएंट एक्ट्स कमिटेड विद द हेल्प ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन टेक्नोलॉजी। सो सी इज़ द राइट आंसर है, साइबर क्राइम। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, हु इंट्रोड्यूस्ड द टर्म वाइट कॉलर क्राइम? सो सी इज़ द राइट आंसर, सदरलैंड। वाइट कॉलर क्राइम लाइक corruption and embezzlement and different crimes that are related to the office work and the officers. So these are called white collar crimes. Next one, who introduced the concept of Gesellschaft? So German sociologist Ferdinand Tönnies introduced this concept. C is the right answer here. Okay, the next one, who says city life bombards the mind with images and impressions, sensations and activity? So George Simmel, he is the right answer here. Next question, Conurbation means cluster of cities and town. When different towns goes together and make cities, the bigger cities. So this process is called conurbation. Okay, the next one. Dash refers to refurbishing or replacement of old buildings and new use of previously developed land in urban areas. What it's called urban recycling. When you preserve historical buildings, historical places, and different archaeological sites. Okay, there are some true and false. In traditional society, city and countryside were clearly differentiated. So this is true. There was a huge differences between rural and urban areas in ancient times in traditional societies. But now these differences are not very common, and the differences are being vanished. So this statement is true. So the next one. Urbanism is one aspect of created environment brought about by spread of industrialism. So this is also true. The next one, the peak of urban life today is represented by what is called megalopolis. So megalopolis are the bigger cities like Karachi and Lahore in Pakistan. So having so many centers, having so many nucleuses. So this statement is true. Okay, the next one. Urbanism also involves the movement of population away from land. So this is also true. The next one, the development of modern cities has had an enormous impact on the pattern of thought and feelings. So this is true. Okay, the next question, true or false? It is easy to control the offensive content in the cyberspace. So this is false. This is not easy to control offensive content on the cyberspace, because many individuals from different countries, from different backgrounds, post their content on different sites, and you do not have ultimate authority to control. There are many sources. They can break their the firewalls and all the security measures, and these people are so clever. Okay, the next one. It would be a mistake to regard crime wholly in a negative light. So this is true. We do not regard crime as wholly a negative aspect of human life, because Imam Durkheim once said that crime and deviance is functional for society. It reshaped, it reformed norms of society, and it unites different groups together. Okay, the next one. Which among the following statements is not correct? So we are having certain statements and we have to find a false one. So C is the right answer here. Every community is self-sufficient these days. So we don't find any community in the world which is self-sufficient. So this is this is an old phenomenon. When in ancient times there was abundance of everything, and bounteous environment there was. So those communities were self-sufficient. They can produce all the things that were needed at that time. But now all the societies, all the communities, all the countries, they need to develop certain relationships with other countries and other communities in order to fulfill their needs. Okay, the next question. A scientific distinction between rural and urban community can be made on the basis of density of population. It tells you whether you are living in rural area or living in urban area. So the density of population tells you. Okay, the next one. Mark out the incorrect statement. In ancient period, cities were industrial centers. So in ancient times there were no industrial centers. There were commercial centers, there were political centers, there were religious centers, but there was no industry at all. So industrial centers could not be exist. Okay, the next one. Social distance in city is in a city is due to, C is the right answer, social heterogeneity. So different people living in the city with different backgrounds, with different castes, with different socio-economic status. So there's social heterogeneity among the population. So due to these differences, there is social distance among the masses. Okay, the next one. Mark out among the following common to all cities. So majority of occupants are engaged in non-agriculture activities. So this is a major characteristic of urban areas. The people living there, they don't have any connection with the agriculture activities. People move to cities because of their white-collar jobs. Okay, the next one. The dash of the urban community is source of social groupings, both vertical and horizontal. So, A is the right answer. Economic differentiation. There are certain classes on the basis of wealth in the cities. So on the basis of there are certain social groupings. These can be vertical or horizontal. Okay. Vertical means Vertical social groupings represents those groupings in which the people from different backgrounds, from different economic classes participate. They could be the part of these vertical social groupings. But in horizontal groupings, people from the same socio-economic background can participate. Okay, the next one. With whom is the compositional theory on urbanization associated? So, B is the right answer, but the spellings are not correct here. G-A-N-S, Gans, Herbert Gans. He has given the concept of the compositional theory on urbanization. So, this theory was against the ecological explanations of urbanization and deterministic theories of urbanization. Okay, the next one. Mark out the correct statement in relation to urban society. So, D is the right answer here. All of the above. Urban life is faster, produces greater insecurity, produces greater emotional tension. So, these are all the statements that represents urban way of life. Okay, next one. Around dash before Christ, cities of Mohenjo-daro and Harappa came into being in the valley of Indus River. So, B is the right answer. About 2500 years before Christ. The movement of people from central cities to smaller communities in the surrounding areas is known as, so this is called suburbanization. For example, Bahria town in Karachi, Lahore and in different cities of Pakistan has developed, and this is a suburban community and people are moving from central places of the city to these newly developed suburbs. Okay, the next one. Which among the following meaning is closest to the term over urbanization? So B is the right answer. Urbanization without essential infrastructure. When there is no essential infrastructure, you are not ready for urbanization, then there would be over urbanization, and then there would be different slums and the poverty will rise. Okay, the next one. Industrialization weakens. So all of the above is the right answer. Caste system, father's authority in the family, role of religion in the social life. These all could be the victim of industrialization. Okay. Dash refers to the practice of treating reason as the basis of belief and knowledge. So, rationality, C is the right answer. Next question. Unlike village community, urban society lacks in self-sufficiency. So, now rural areas are also being changed. They are no more self-sufficient now. They are depending on surrounding areas or on maybe the cities. But in ancient times, there were some rural areas. Those were self-sufficient. And in city, the environment and the chemistry of city and the composition of city does not allow individuals to be self-sufficient, does not allow any community to be self-sufficient. They make an environment which creates an interdependence on each other. So this is a beauty of urban area. Okay, the next one. Mark the earliest Indian civilization. So Indus Valley civilization is the oldest and earliest Indian civilization. Indian means subcontinent. Colonial urban economy of India is characterized by, so D is the right answer, destruction of traditional handicrafts, growth of virtuous development of modern cities. So when we talk about India, we talk about subcontinent. This is how foreign countries came to India. They make India a colony, and due to this colonial period, these changes took place. For example, destruction of traditional handicrafts, growth of bourgeois like upper class having big businesses, and development of modern industries. Before that, there was no industry in India. Okay, next one. Who is the author of the article The City? The City is an article published in 1915. So The City was a book, not an article, and this was published by Robert E. Park in 1915. Okay, the next one. The year in which Burgess and Park developed the theory of urban ecology. So in 1925, they developed theory of urban ecology, and very prominent theory in the field of urban sociology, human ecology. Okay, the next one. Dash is a self-contained unit where members share a sense of belonging and a common territorial base. So, community. common territorial base, certain boundaries, certain goals, and a shared belief system. In most cases, shared sense of belonging. This is called community. Okay, the next one, the last question for today. Dash is the term used to refer the relationship between human beings and their physical environment. So this is called human ecology, and this theory of urbanization was developed by Burgess and Park. Okay, they were studying Chicago City in USA, and they developed this theory. Okay, so we're going to close this session. So आज के लिए इतना ही. अगली वीडियो में we shall meet. तो तब तक के लिए इजाज़त दें. अल्लाह हाफिज़.